What up, my friends? How's it going, everybody? Ooh, let me turn this other light on. Hang on. Okay, sorry. I had to turn on that light. How's it going, guys? Not that that light is really doing all that much, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Guys, I know that we did a poll last time on Thursday, last Crochet Thursdays, and I asked what would be a good night for you guys. You said Monday would be the best night. But you also said that 7 Central would have been a better time. And you guys, I totally forgot that my daughter had gymnastics. So I had to move it to our typical time of 8 just on a different day. So I'm so sorry. I did a poll and everything to see when people would be available. But alas, I forgot my daughter had gymnastics, so had to take her to that. Got home just a little bit ago, said hi to the rest of the family for like 2 seconds, and then it came down here. So I hope everyone is doing well tonight. I think I'm gonna actually try to do some crocheting tonight, you guys. I know, crazy concept during crochet and chat. See if I actually crochet. But I have market prep to do, and I also have Etsy orders, and I decided to prioritize the Etsy orders first. We're going to do the Etsy orders first. I'm going to knock out as many as I can, head over to the post office tomorrow, and then pivot to market prep because this market is this Thursday. So that's why I had to move this live. I had to move it to Monday because my market is Thursday night. It's a Thursday night market, which is really, really interesting. I've never done a weeknight market. I've always done a weekend market. I've done like Friday. I feel like Friday evening is like the closest I've ever done to like a weekday or like a weeknight. So we'll see. It's at a really, really pretty venue. I've been to this venue before. It's called White Iron Ridge in Smithville, Missouri, which is north of downtown. It's like a cute little rural community. They have a gorgeous lake, like Smithville Lake. A lot of people will go and like can't go camping, fishing, swimming. There's like a tiny little beach. It's not like the best little beach, but there is a beach there that you can go and swim. And there are always like activities, running, biking, like all the things like that. Anyway, so that's up in Smithville Lake. And this market is at what's called White Iron Ridge. And it is like a wedding venue. It's like one of like a new wedding venue. Like it's only been at like a couple years old, I think. Hey Mariah, yes, you are. I know. You know what? I felt so bad because, and I just said this earlier, but I I know we like said Monday at 8. No, we said Monday at 7, but I forgot that my daughter had gymnastics, and I didn't get home till like 7:40 or so, like 7:45. So I just could not have done 7. So I know the time is all crazy. But I was just chatting about my market prepping. I'm actually crocheting today, which is insane. It's so funny. This is literally called Crochet and Chat, and I rarely ever crochet because I get so distracted. But I have Etsy orders, and then I really need to do a little bit more prep because my market on Saturday, my Taylor Swift pop-up market did so well. I know. It was gonna be at 7. Like, that was the original plan, Mariah. It was gonna be at 7. So I really threw people off. I feel so bad, but I had to obviously, take my daughter, like, that's, like, our thing, like, I had to take her to gymnastics. I did not sell any of my showgirl dolls. So, I'm gonna add, like, the showgirl doll to, like, the thumbnail, one of the showgirl dolls to the thumbnail. I was so proud of those showgirl dolls. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I had a, market on Saturday. It was a Taylor Swift themed pop-up market, at Zona Rosa, which is a really, awesome outdoor, like, shopping area, in North Kansas City, and it was so much fun. It was probably one of the most fun that I've had at a market ever. It was so much fun. Just the vibes and, everybody, just the small business owner community in general is just a really, really awesome community. And Kansas City is no different. I mean, it was so much fun. They played Taylor Swift music the whole time. There were like all these Taylor Swift photo opportunities. There were some cookie and bakery vendors there, and they all had like Taylor Swift theme, like, goodies. It was awesome. It was so much fun. My recap video it's gonna go live on Wednesday. Um, so when I'm talking about the showgirls, I made these 2 super cute showgirl dolls for this particular pop-up market because it was all about Taylor Swift, so I made a couple of showgirls. They did not sell. A lot of people were like, "Wow, those are so cool." Like, it really was an eye catcher, which was really exciting. Like, a lot of people said something about it, which was really cool. I had 2 people that were almost like, were so close to buying, but they didn't buy. They were at a higher price point. I had the feathers and the jewels and, all the stuff, and so they were at a little bit of a higher price point, which I was comfortable with, but they did not sell. But that's okay. I still have them, of course. You know what's so crazy? I was watching, or we were packing up, okay, and there was actually like a balloon vendor there. Okay, so she put together all of these super cute like balloon installations. If you saw my Instagram, I did like a whole like I did like a little video, a little reel of the venue space that we had our market at. It was indoors. And she did a bunch of balloons installations everywhere. They were so cute. They were so pretty. And at the end, we're all tearing down. We're all like, the market's over. We're all getting ready to leave. We're putting our stuff down. And she made a big announcement. She's like, "Hey, I'm about to start popping balloons." So it didn't like scare anybody. And she started popping all of her balloons. And I was like, she worked so hard on all of that. And then she just had to pop it all. I couldn't even imagine. "Hi, Helena. How are you? Thanks for stopping in." She had to pop all of her balloons. And I just thought, like, what a different business model than a crocheter. You know what I mean? Because, like, with our crochets, like, the whole thing is like heirloom, keepsake, like, keep this handmade thing forever. You know what I mean? Like, this is meant to last for generations to come. Okay. And it's also like, okay, I didn't sell my crochet at this market, but that's okay because I can take it to my next market. And she had to pop everything that she worked so hard on. And, like, I don't know if I could do that. I would wanna take it all home, like, it was just so tough. She was just, like, popping balloons. Anyway, I'm like, "What a different business model." Helena, you had your first market. That's so exciting. Congratulations. How did it go? How was it? What were your best sellers? Oh my gosh, spoiler alert, you guys. I already posted this on a reel, but I'll talk a little bit more about it in my long form video about this market that's going to go live on Wednesday. My petsicles were my best seller, which I was so surprised by, to be completely honest. I mean, I love the petsicles, don't get me wrong, they're my own pattern, but normally I'll sell 1 or 2, like maybe I'll sell like a couple the catsicles are really popular. So maybe I'll sell like a couple catsicles at a market, or I'll sell like a bunsicle and a penguin pop. You know what I mean? Like onesies, twosies here and there. So they're pretty good staples. But they're not like big sellers by any means. And I sold 7 petsicles at this market, which was so cool. So it ended up being my best seller, which was like the coolest thing. So I'm celebrating with 15% off my patterns on Etsy. So if you haven't grabbed any petsicle patterns, you may want to check that out. I'm doing a sale. Helena, you sold over half your stock. That's incredible. Good for you. What was like what sold? Like what were the big things? Bees and turtles, classic, classic. I haven't made a bee in a really long time. That's actually a really good idea. I've been like trying to make a bunch of Mabel chickens because I am like those are still selling really well too at all the markets that I'm doing this fall. But bees would be fun. And turtles, way to go. Were you nervous? Oh my gosh. I wish we could like have you like call in or something. And I have so many questions. But I hope you had a wonderful time. You don't see a sale on my Etsy, Mariah? Oh, for the love. Let's take a quick hot look at this real fast. Let's see. Let's see. What? We're remedying this right now. Right now, I'm going to fix this. Thank you for letting me know, Mariah. What the heck? Let's see. Let me pop in here real fast, and we're going to do this real time. And then you can tell me if you see it or not. Sales and discounts. Hooray, hooray. But Helena, tell us more. Like what else? Like what else sold? Like how did it go? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. What was the vibe of the market too? Like, were there a lot of crocheters there? Like, what was the vibe? I'm always curious because every market is just so different. It can be so different. We're going to run this through this week. Pattern sale. Okay. This should do it. Mariah, thanks for confirming. I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to put it in here for you guys too, into the chat. There we go. Helena, you were pretty nervous at first, but it was really fun, and you sold a good amount considering there was another crochet vendor. Congratulations, Helena. There was only one other crochet person, so you got pretty lucky. I know, right? I feel like crochet. Here's the thing. I'm going to do a whole video on this. So we talked about it a little bit on Thursday. Crochet is getting really popular, which is like such a great thing, right? Like it's great for our business. Like, people are wanting more and more crochet stuff. But the problem with that, in tandem with it being a good thing, what's hard about that is you have like more people trying to sell crochet, like those Temu resellers that like really don't crochet. They're just, kind of exploiting other countries and bringing crochets over from other countries at a really, really small price point. What, Mariah? And then selling, try to refresh, try my link. Mariah, try my link. And are selling it at a low price point because they got it for such a low price. So I'm seeing more and more of that. You're seeing more and more crochets in stores, like especially in like the wearable category. They're like machine crochet, which is not a real thing. I hate to break it to you people, but machine crochet is not crochet. Crochet can't be created in a machine like knitting can. It truly is. It has to be true. Crochet has to be handmade. And so I've heard about things being called machine crochet. So it's like really great because more and more people are interested in crochet. They've heard about crochet, they're excited to, buy more things that are crochet. But on the flip side of that, we have more and more people getting into, and it's one thing to have like other crochet vendors because I think a lot of us do a lot of different things. Like we all have our own style. We all make our own stuff. I try to connect with all of my Kansas City crochet friends, and we all have a very different style from each other, which is like great. But, it feels like it's the crochet space at these markets, these unjuried markets in particular. There can be a lot more crocheters, and that unfortunately, that means more competition too. But Helena, I'm so glad it went well. Okay, Mariah, when you clicked on your link, it said pattern sale will be applied at checkout. Okay. 15, 1 5, 1 5. Okay, cool. Yeah, hopefully that's going. Okay, thanks, Mariah, for confirming. I appreciate that. Alright. Also, my thumbnails are so blurry. I, like, had so many, like, technical issues. So, okay, so, for example, I have a small retail space at the Painted Tree. I have, like, a shelf space. It's, like, the smallest space that you can have at the Painted Tree, and they just recently, um updated, like, their way of, like, paying you as a vendor and the way that they take payments. They're, like, doing it all electronically when before we would get checks, which was a little bit old school. You would have to pick up your check at the store or pay to get it mailed to you. And now they're doing everything electronically, which is going to eventually be really, convenient. But right now, they're having a lot of technical difficulties, as one does when you're going live with a new software system of any kind. I've literally been in that world, so I totally understand. But it's just like, man, typically you get paid at the beginning of the month for the last month, and it's October 13th, and I still haven't gotten paid yet for the previous month of September. So I'm just like, like, when should I log a ticket to say, hey, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to bother them, but I also like don't want to get missed. You know what I mean? Because like, things just get crazy. So, but they keep sending emails saying that like we understand people are still having issues. We're working through it. Da da da. So I'm trying to be patient, but there's technical difficulties there. Oh, I kept getting like an error message, and they sent out an email saying, we're working on the error message that most of you are receiving. So it's like, okay, at least it's not just me, but I was one of the people that got error messages. Okay, so Painted Tree is like kind of crazy. And then what else is happening? Just like technical difficulties all the time. I had a technical difficulty at work today. Like, what's going on? Sometimes I'm like, is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Like, what's happening? Okay, how's my angel going? Helena, there was a balloon lady at your market and they would randomly pop throughout the day. No. Oh, that would be tough. That would be so tough. And I love balloons. Love the balloon creation people. Love the balloon animal. Like love that stuff, but like, oh, I don't like being startled or like scared. Okay, I think you guys saw my angel. Let me grab her. Bless her. Literally bless her. She still doesn't have any hair. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I need to get through these Etsy orders. Helena, did you see this on Thursday? Did you see my angel? This is my next pattern. She's my next pattern. She just doesn't have hair yet. I'm still working through her hair. But she's going okay. Okay, I need to get through these Etsy orders, okay? And then I need to pivot to market prep. But here's the thing, after this market on Thursday, it's going to be like I don't have another market until my Palm Street market, which is going to be virtual on the November 8th. I know, I still think she's pretty, but I do want to give her hair. But yes, so I got to get these Etsy orders done. I always try to prioritize my Etsy orders, and then I need a pivot to market prep starting tomorrow. And then after this market on Thursday, I'm going to have a little bit more breathing room. Hey, Kayla, how are you? Oh my gosh, Kayla, I'm sorry about the time change. I know I said you're not horrible at all. I told all of you guys 7, and then I forgot my daughter had gymnastics. And so I had to move it back to 8. I had to move this to 8. So no, you're not horrible at all. I feel really bad that I had to switch the time up on you guys when I did a poll and everything. But I'm just saying that my market is on Thursday, and then I'm going to have a bit of a breather because I've just been market, almost like back-to-back markets this whole fall from like September through October. I'll have a break, and then I won't have anything until my Palm Street market on November 8th. So I really want the release of my angel to kind of coincide with that virtual market. Oh, Kayla, I'm so sorry. Oh, I feel so bad. Thank you for stopping in, though. I appreciate you. I think my my pattern tester call and release and everything is going to coincide with my market. So it might look like a tester call on like next week sometime, and then the release the first week of November, and then like a celebratory thing on the 8th where I have my patterns for sale, including the angel pattern. I think that's what we're going to do. That's my goal anyway. Mariah panicked for a different reason. I'm so sorry, you guys. Seriously, I'm really just out here doing my best. I know y'all know that, but I'm like doing my best. Helena, wait a second, Helena. This is your first stream? Wait a second. Okay, so does this mean we have 2 different Helenas? Because there's another Helena that I know has been in here. So this is a different Helena? Welcome! No, Helena, I'm not even kidding. I literally thought you were another Helena. This is so funny because Helena is such a beautiful name, and I think it's a unique name. Helena, welcome. I'm sorry that I was just acting like you were just an old hat here. Helena, welcome to the Sprinkle Army, girl. Welcome. Oh, very good to meet you. That is crazy, Helena. Holy smokes. I was just like, hey, Helena. Hey, girl. What's up? So I'm so glad you told us that this is your first stream. You've never met another Helena. Well, hopefully you will see her in here again, and we can like introduce the Helenas. Oh, welcome. We love meeting new people to the Sprinkle Army. Welcoming you to the Sprinkle Army. I'm just over here like, yeah, here's my angel. Like, Helena, did you not see this? No, you haven't, because you didn't. This is your first stream. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome. In case you are unsure of what the Sprinkle Army is, my mission and our mission as the Sprinkle Army is to spread God's light, love, and happiness to everyone, everywhere. That is my mission statement for my business, and that's the goal of the Sprinkle Army. So just spreading our light, love, and happiness, or God's light, love, and happiness to everyone, everywhere, with our makes, with the people that we interact with at our fairs, our social media platforms. And we call ourselves the Sprinkle Army because even though they're small, right? We all are small business owners. We're very mighty and we make a big impact. And when there's a lot of us, like, it makes a bigger impact. And so that's how we got the Sprinkle Army. So welcome. You have been christened into the Sprinkle Army. And this is Curly, sweet Curly boy. He's got a little anxiety right now, if I'm honest. If you see him, he's kind of walking back and forth out of the screen. He's walking back and forth out of the room. And which it tells me what he's doing, bless him, is my husband is upstairs. My son is about to go to bed. My daughter is asleep now. Should be asleep. Hopefully she's sleeping. She's definitely in bed. So he's walking back and forth from like upstairs, and he's like, okay, dad's up there. And then he walks down here and he's like, okay, mom's down here. And then he walks back up, okay, dad's up here, mom's down here. So there he goes. He just left. He's going back upstairs. Bless him. He's our old man. He's our grandpa. How old are you, Curl? He's 14 now. Look at those show faces. He's mixed. He has some Shiba Inu in him. And he's mixed with other things. We don't know what they are. But he's totally deaf. He cannot hear anymore. So when we we need to take him out to go to the bathroom, come on, lay down, honey bunny. We have to like get his attention. We can't just yell Curly or whatever because he's fully deaf. He cannot hear. He started losing his hearing, gosh, probably a year ago now. And now he's like fully deaf. He cannot hear. Sweet man. So this is Curly. He's our sweet boy. So go ahead, bud. You go ahead, either lay down or do what you need to do. But okay, just catching up. Oh, Kayla, yours is curled up on your lap. That's so sweet. I love that. Okay, now he's laid down behind me. There you go. A what? Okay, Helena, you have a Catahoula? I'm looking this up right now. Catahoula. Is it a Catahoula dog? Oh my gosh, he's beautiful. Is he like a hunting dog? He's beautiful. Holy smokes. What a gorgeous dog. Cool. Very beautiful. Cool. Mariah, do you have any pets? I don't think you have. Do you have any pets? I don't remember. We just have Curly. I used to have a bunny. His name was Briar. I want another bunny so bad, but it's tough with a dog also because, you just can't really trust dogs and bunnies together. They're just on different levels of the food chain, you know what I mean? So that means like my bunny Briar had to be like in his cage like all the time because we would go to work and we'd have to keep him in his cage because Curly would be home. So I just felt like he had to be in a cage a lot. And so I don't know. I want to get another bunny someday, but who knows exactly when that'll be. Helena, he's technically a cow dog hunting dog, but we don't have any cows. I totally get that. So my sister, for the longest time, had a border collie, which are like shepherds, like shepherd dog, like herding dogs. And like obviously my sister like did not own like a farm. They have a lot of energy. Mariah, you have 2 cats. You used to have a puppy, but you had to give him to your family, your husband's family. You were allergic to him. Oh. Oh my gosh. So you have one cat that is 17 and the other is 2. Does the 2-year-old drive the 17-year-old nuts or do they like get along pretty well? 17. That is so cool. That's a nice long time for a cat, isn't it? I don't own any cats, but I believe cats live longer than dogs. Generally, I think. My husband grew up with all kinds of animals. Oh my gosh, they had everything under the sun. They had like bearded lizards, cats, dogs, guinea pigs, hamsters, Just like the whole thing, like the whole Doctor Dolittle gang, so he's always grown up with a lot of dog or a lot of animals in the house. So I'm sure it's kind of weird that we just have one, but one is good enough for us for now. Kayla, you have a fish and a jumping spider? Ooh, I don't even want to know how big that guy is. Oh, I really am not a fan of spiders. I am just not. And I know that is totally irrational. And I don't care. I know it's irrational and I don't care. I'm also afraid of like haunted houses, which I know are fake. Like the ones that like open up during the haunted season or the Halloween, like right now, like the Halloween season. I don't like any of that stuff. Helena, you used to have goats, but you ran out of room. Oh, that's so cool that you had goats. There's another girl in the Sprinkle Army. Her name is Annie, and she has a donkey. And she'll always take pictures of her crochets with her donkey in the background. It's so fun. Kayla, you're terrified of spiders, but he's cute. Kayla, that sentence does not make sense. You're terrified, but he's cute. Helena, hey girl, I am sorry to, or not Helena, Elin, hi Elin. No, I'm sorry because sorry, Elin. I totally said I would do Monday at 7, but my daughter had gymnastics tonight and I didn't get home till like 7:45, so I had to do it at 8. So I kind of threw everybody off. I'm throwing everybody off this week. You know what's throwing me off is having a market on a Thursday night. That's what's really throwing me off. I'll let you guys know how it goes, but a Thursday night will be my first weekday market. Never done a weekday market before. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But hi, Elin, welcome. Kayla, your jumping spider's cute in his enclosure. If he got out, I'm sure you could hear me screaming all the way to KC. Okay, but Kayla, here's the thing. How do you sleep at night? Because I would be so worried that it would get out. Like, I would be thinking all the time, like, oh my gosh, is it gonna get out? Kayla, you literally LOL'd. Like seriously. Like, how do you have it in the house? That's how I feel about snakes too. Again, irrational fear, but like, sure, it's enclosed, but what if it got out? What if it got out? You know what I mean? Oh, I don't even like thinking about it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, well, Helena, we're so happy to have you. I'm glad you were able to stop in. That's one good thing about switching up the days is sometimes we get to catch people who can't make it to Thursday or it doesn't work for their schedule. You know what I mean? Um, Kayla, it's very secure. Trust me, you had to make sure. It has a lock. Good, very good. Yeah, I would need cement around it. Nope, I still couldn't do it in my house. Oh my gosh. Elin, what about my yarn? Did I miss that? What do you mean, Elin? Elin is always cracking all the jokes in here. And I'm always I always kind of miss it. Elin's like she's like our Gen Z queen. Like you're like so hip with it. What do you mean? What about my yarn? Now I'm so curious. I'm also trying to crochet tonight, you guys. I know this is crochet and chat, and I never end up crocheting, but I'm really trying because I have so many Etsy orders. No, like if the spider got out. Ooh, yeah, like what if the spider oh no. Like what if the spider got into like the yarn or something? Yeah, I would move. Nope. Bye. I'd have to get a whole new yarn stash. I'd have to it'd be a wrap. It'd be a wrap. Forget it. Forget it. It's all gone. Burn the house. Burned with the house. Oh my goodness. 2, 3. I try to stream right around an hour, Helena. So I try to keep it at an hour. Sometimes we go a little over, maybe like an hour, hour 15. But I try to keep it short. I know a lot of people stream for like hours, which is so cool. But if I could crochet and chat, I could go live for longer. But I cannot seem to get this down. And so I try to keep it at an hour. I also like an hour because it's a little bit easier for you guys to watch the replay if you missed it. That way you can kind of catch up. Um, okay, Helena, no problem. We'll probably still be around. But if not, thank you so much for stopping in. But we should still be here for sure. Okay, I need to take a quick pause because I'm hearing my daughter upstairs. So I need a quick pause. Please talk amongst yourselves, and I will be RB really, really fast. Sorry. It's my little daughter. Yeah, bye for now for me too, but I'll be back in like a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm back. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. Gosh, I love them. Hey, I'm here. I'm so sorry. Hey, Chelsea. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. My daughter, she's in bed, but she was having a hard time. She was yelling for me, and I know that that's really hard for my husband when she gets that way, and she's just like her mama. She gets something in her head, and she's got to do it, and it's very hard to get her off that one track. So I ran up there. But I'm here. I'm here. Thank you guys for giving me that quick second. Let me catch up in the chat here. Hi, Chelsea. Welcome, girl. I'm sorry I had to switch up our time. So Thursday, obviously, it's Monday, but I have a market on Thursday. So I had to switch it over. What's y'all's favorite candy? Elin, you're the best. Okay, so Mariah likes chocolate. Kayla, it depends on her mood. Chelsea's like, what is even happening? Where's Lisa? Oh, Kayla, the Haribo gummy peaches, sometimes Reese's. Yeah, my baby girl needed me real quick. Mariah, you like chocolate with caramel, chocolate with almonds, or chocolate with peanuts, or just straight chocolate? I love it. Oh, Chelsea, I know, right? I know. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's just been a hot mess. It's very interesting. I hope this market goes well. We'll see. You're always so nervous about markets and stuff. As far as candy goes, Kayla, you mentioned the Haribo peach gummies. I have to say, I'm typically salty, crunchy. But as far as sweet, I love the Trolley peach rings. Ugh, those are so good. Those are fire. I love those. Mariah, yeah, we got kiddos that looking forward to wearing Cinderella and Elsa. Little boy is wearing dinosaur. Mariah, that is so cute. I love that. My son is going to be something from Minecraft. You guys, this kid, okay, so he's really into Minecraft and he plays it with my husband. It's like their thing that they do together because he's only 6. So we got to watch, like screen time and like games like that and stuff like that. It's fine. It's like a totally like fine game, but we like to be a little bit involved with it all. And he told me he wanted to be some kind of character from Minecraft. And I was like, okay. But if you're familiar with Minecraft, it's like, what is it, like 16-bit, 8-bit? It's like all squares and like pixelated stuff. So I'm like, what on earth? Well, lo and behold, there are Minecraft costumes out there. So I guess that's what's gonna happen. And my daughter, she's 3, so she changes her mind every day. But I think we might be sticking to princess. I'm just not sure what exactly. Helan, put a 1 in the chat if you like gummy rings. Oh my gosh. Okay, put a 1 in the chat. No, seriously, put a 1 in the chat if you are a sweets girly or a 2 if you're a salty crunchy girly or guy. So 1 for sweets, 2 for salty crunchy. Elon's a sweets girl. Okay. I think Kayla's going to have to put 1 and 2. What you tell your kids when you buy, they can't change their mind. I know, right? My son's really good. Like he's kind of like, this is what I want to be, and he'll stick to it. My daughter, she's still pretty young though, so it's nice when your husband and you share the same favorite. Is it nice though, Mariah, that you share the same favorites? Because wouldn't it be nice if you didn't have the same favorite, so you didn't have to share? You know what I mean? Like if you like Twix and he likes like Skittles, he can have all the Skittles and you can have all the Twix. You know what I mean? Is that just me? I would have to put a 1 in the chat because I like chips, popcorn, pretzels, like oh, that's such my jam. I like a good sweet every once in a while. Megamind Puppets, welcome in. You're crocheting a pumpkin loaf cat right now. Amazing. Is this your first time, Megamind Puppets? I don't remember seeing your name. And forgive me if this is like it's your first time. Oh, welcome. This is our second first timer. Welcome, Megamind Puppets. Welcome to the Sprinkle Army. My name's Lisa, obviously. But welcome. Oh my gosh, it's fun to have some new people. I was just saying we had another newbie come in today, and that is nice because if you can't make it on a Thursday, there's a chance, if I do a different day that you're able to hop in. So welcome in. So nice to have you. Now you're saying pumpkin loaf cat. So like what yarn are you using? Are you using like Bernat, like Bernat Mystical, or what yarn are you using? Helena, that was so fast. Welcome back, girl. Ooh, Mariah, chocolate covered pretzels. Chelsea, chicken jockey. It's not a chicken jockey, Chelsea. That's such a good one. He's like a Neanderite? Neanderite? I don't know. It's something like that. Aw, you seem so sweet. You're using random Chanel yarn that you found in your house. I love that. Fantastic. I'm making a pumpkin. Well, trying. Trying to make a pumpkin. Let's see. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more row. Just a mini pumpkin for a pumpkin garland. Go figure. Go figure, Chelsea. I'm making a pumpkin tonight. Is anyone surprised? My pumpkins are going crazy on Etsy. So I'm not complaining. I'm really not complaining, but holy smokes. I feel like all I do is make pumpkin. I'm a pumpkin now. Like I feel like all I do is make pumpkins. Good thing I don't mind making them. You know what I mean? Or this would be a tough season. A zombie. Elin, an Enderman. That's it. I'm pretty sure it's an Enderman. What is that? An Enderman. You're trying to think in your gamer mind. Oh, how funny. Yeah, Megamind. Are you using Annie Caraway Art's Loaf Cat? What a classic. I haven't made a loaf cat in a while, actually. Oh, nice. Freehand. Very cool. Living on the wild side. Oh, we love a little freehand project. What can I freehand? Bees. I can freehand bees pretty good. I can pretty much freehand the Mabel chicken, but I'll still shout out Oak and Marlowe for the Mabel chicken because I have the pattern and that's how I learned it. But at this point, I pretty much like know it by heart. Um, so I can kind of freehand that one. It's a monster that teleports. So an Enderman is a monster that teleports. And if you look at him, he gets mad. This doesn't sound like something my son would like at all. How interesting. Ooh, you're going to start a butterfly crochet pattern. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, Chelsea, you hopped in here. I don't know if I think you were here Thursday, but this is my next pattern, my sweet angel. I think what's going to happen, I'm prioritizing Etsy orders at the beginning half of this week. And then I will be pivoting to prep for Thursday's market. And then I don't have anything until any markets, any in-person markets, until my Palm Street Live on November 8th. And I think that's when I'll like kind of have my pattern released. So I'm hoping that my angel tester call will go out next week in order to have a release of like the week of the 3rd, like at the end of the week. Anyway, I'm looking at the calendar. That's why I'm talking weird. But anyway, she's going to have hair. Bless her. I'm trying to figure out the hair. Ooh, Megamind. Oh, Mariah, it's a black tall creature with purple glowy eyes and a little bit of purple accent within his skin. All right, fine. Whatever he wants to be. It's Halloween. It's not a hill I'm going to die on. I'll tell you that much. Megamind, you mostly freehand your projects because you like taking your hook and yarn with you everywhere. But I'm crocheting a nice frilly top with a pattern alongside of the loaf cat. Cute. A little top for your loaf cat. That's going to be so cute. I love it. Oh no. But when Endermans pass away, they drop what's called an ender pearl. I can't. I cannot. This is ridiculous. Okay, you know what's so funny? Here I am like judging Minecraft and like two Crochet Thursdays ago, all I could talk about was Harry Potter. So like settle down, Lisa. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, what is this Minecraft stuff? It's so silly. And then I'm over here like, everybody take your house test. I need to know what is what, who is who, and what house are you in? But rare Enderman pearls? No. I hold the phone at Enderman pearls. Ender pearls. I totally like, that's totally like, that's my husband and my son's thing, they're like into like games and stuff like that. So I always am like, whatever, y'all do that. But it is cool. It's cool. I love that. I love that he has something that he enjoys, even if I don't understand it. Helena, you've never crocheted any clothes. I've made scarves. I have the Jovi cardigan pattern. It's by Mod Threads. Mariah fairly recently made the Jovi cardigan. I think it is the cutest cardigan. I want to make it so bad. Maybe that will be my Christmas project slash gift to myself, because I wanted to like make something for myself. But like, when do we ever have time to make stuff for ourselves, Maybe it'll be like my Christmas time. I'm liking this idea. Cause it's crazy before Christmas, but then after Christmas, it slows down a little bit, like as far as like Etsy orders and like all this stuff. And I would love to make, yeah, Ellen's like our clothes girly. She makes purses. She does a lot of wearable stuff. Ellen's really, really good at that. I want to make a cardigan, and then I want to make a beach cover up, like a swimsuit cover up, like a dress kind of a cover up thing eventually. But I want to make the Jovi cardigan so bad. Okay, Mariah, are you talking about these ender pearls? You collect them so you can create a portal to reach the end world where you will fight a dragon? All right, fine, sure. Okay. AMSR vibes. Welcome. You are new. You crochet as well. Welcome in. Welcome to the Sprinkle Army. We have a couple new people tonight, which is so exciting. So good to meet you. What do we crochet? So that's kind of what we're talking about right now. I am crocheting pumpkins. And Megamind Puppets is crocheting a loaf cat. What else are y'all doing? I think Elin is still resting her hand. So I think she's still down for the count, but I'm sure we'll be back to crocheting very soon. But welcome in. It's so nice to meet you. What do you like to crochet? We're talking about wearables. Mariah, the Crafting Butterfly, just made a cardigan recently. Oh, a snowman. Elin, I'd love to know what pattern you ended up going with. I sent you like a couple that I saw through Instagram. Helena, you're making stuffed animals. Cute. Blankets. I had a market on Saturday, and I had somebody ask if I made blankets. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. She didn't like fill out a custom form or anything that day. So we'll see if she ends up reaching out. You guys, crochet is like making, not that it needs to make a comeback, because I don't think it ever like went away per se, but like people are so like really getting into crochet, which is so exciting. Mariah, buy mine. Your blanket or your cardigan? Are you gonna sell your cardigan, Mariah? Oh my gosh, it's so gorge. I feel like you worked so hard on it. But hey, if you want to sell it, girl, you sell it. I feel like if I make a cardigan, I'm totally keeping it. Yeah, I think they are too. ASMR vibes. Yeah, I think they're totally making a comeback for sure. Okay, let me count my rows really fast. Wait. Okay. Okay, finishing it up. Yes, I do. Oh, yes, Mariah. I saw on Instagram your purple dragon. That looks incredible. Like, oh my gosh, that looks so good. Elin, I think I did. I think I know what you're talking about, and I'm gonna give it a shout out right now. So you guys, Elin and her mom are going on a missions trip. She's a link where you can go help support her if you are able. Of course, like no judgment if you can't, but no amount is too small. I think you're going to Chile, Elin, if I remember correctly. But I donated a little bit to her missions trip. We're so proud of you, Elin. Chile, that's going to be amazing. And I love that you're doing it with your mom. That's really, really cool. My channel, so thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I'm excited for my next market. It's really my next market. My next market recap video is going to be about the Taylor Swift pop-up that I had on Saturday. Nikki, welcome in. How can I make a magic ring good? You're a beginner. Oh, you're a beginner making amigurumi or amigurumi and still making a blanket. Cool. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see. How can you make a magic ring ring good? There's a lot of really good tutorials out there on magic rings. And I know that that's like not the easiest thing to point you to because there's, YouTube tutorials can be pretty tough. But gosh, I feel like practice is like the biggest thing, like just to like get the hang of it, you know what I mean? And it depends, of course, on whatever yarn you're using. Some yarn is easier to do a magic ring than others. So like acrylic yarn is way easier. But if you're using like a blanket or a Chanel, it can be a lot harder to do it. Mariah, you're allergic to acrylic yarn? Oh my gosh, that's wild. I'm sorry to hear that. I have crocheted a wooble before. Has anyone else crocheted a wooble? I crocheted, it was Harry Potter. I'm telling you, I'm always going to find a way to bring up Harry Potter around here. But it was a Harry Potter wooble. Yes, the Woobles has a good magic ring tutorial. Oh, Helena, you had a lady come to you and tell you that you were going to buy your most expensive item. She told you to reserve it, and then she never came back. That has totally happened to me, Helena. And so now I just unfortunately have to say I can't hold it at this time. Like I don't want to. I always say something like, "Oh, I don't want to, have the other customers miss out." Sorry, I just got so close to the screen. I don't want to have like other customers miss out because I have been burned so many times. People will say, "Oh, just hold this for me. I'll be right back." And it just like they never come back. Like never. Like I've never had a situation where when someone says they'll come back, they actually come back. Never. Like and it doesn't mean that it won't happen. But I personally, in my like personal experience, I've never had a customer come back when they say that they were gonna come back. And that's why, like, if they're asking about a custom order or something, I always try to like get them right there. Like, oh, like I can get this information now. You can pay half now, half later, or you can pay up front. What's your email address? Like, I really try to get all that information because they'll always say that they'll email me and then like they never email me. And I don't have their contact information to like bug them. Not that I want to bug anybody, but you know what I mean? Like I feel like if I can't get them right then and there, then it is like not going to happen. You know what I mean? So I try to not hold things which is hard, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to like be rude, but like, I don't know. That's tough. That's tough. Oh, Chelsea, you learned from the Woobles. My friend learned from the Woobles. My friend is left-handed. And so they have all their tutorials can also be left-handed, which was like a saving grace for her. One of you are a Harry Potter fan, girly. I feel like we can be besties. Yes. I think Elin is rereading the Harry Potter series right now. Did I get that right, Elin? I'm pretty sure you were saying um, that you're rereading. Oh, huge fans over here. Huge fans. Team Hufflepuff, baby. Uh-oh, what are you talking about, Mariah? You've seen people needing support more than their business, but for personal reasons and just wondering about doing something. Oh man, this is so exciting because the chat's going wild and I'm not able to keep up, but like that's great. Like I love that. um Helena, you think they just feel guilty for not buying anything? Yeah. Yeah, they don't want to come back and be like, never mind. You know what I mean? Like, which is fine, but like they never come back. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I totally get it. It's fine. Yeah, like a little down payment. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, down payment. Oh, like a little five. Can you put a little fiver on there and I'll put it in the back for you so like nobody gets it? Gryffindor. Sweet. Team red and gold. I love it. So fun. Mariah, you would like the Woobles kits. They are a little pricey. They are a little pricey, but they are really good. They're really, really well done for sure. Oh my gosh, you guys, I met a mom and her daughter, and they were inquiring about crochet lessons, like to learn crochet. So you guys, if you didn't know, I'm a crochet instructor. I like teach crochet. I'm trying to like get that off the ground. I do crochet classes. They're called Done in a Stitch. And I'm trying to like get more like crochet instructor classes off the ground. I just started them this year. And I had a mom inquire and she gave me her email address. I emailed her this morning, just like letting her know like a breakdown of like my lessons and what it would look like and the cost and everything like that. And we'll see if she emails me back. They seemed really interested. And she even gave me her email address, which is pretty cool. So hopefully that works out. I'll keep you guys posted. No hate, Helena. There's no bad houses. There's no bad houses. Every house has their good and bad characteristics. And as we all know, you at the end of the day have control over who you end up being, the character you have in your life, the character you are in your life, like the character, like your character. You know what I mean? So no hate over here, no judgment. No house is a bad house. Oh, my lessons? Yes, I can absolutely do online lessons for sure. I've never done online lessons though. Um, but I'm not opposed to doing them. You know what I mean? Like, um, as long as you like know that it would be my first time doing it online, you know what I mean? Because I don't know how it would translate as well, than it would be in person. And I've really just started to kick off my classes in person. So the classes that I do are in person, but like one-on-one, like individualized lessons, I'm absolutely open to online because that's just like kind of the world now. You know what I mean? Like we all meet from like all different walks of life and like we live all over the world and like there's plenty of platforms that allow you to be able to do something like that virtually. So yes, the classes are fun. So they're called Done in a Stitch. It's a 2-hour crochet party. I actually just had another Done in a Stitch crochet party on Friday. This was nuts, you guys. I had a crochet class on Friday and I had a market on Saturday. And now I have a market on Thursday. My life is not normally like this. It's just like the fall time. I don't usually do this many markets like constantly. It's just like I feel like fall time is like prime time. The colder months are coming. Winter is coming. So yeah, I had another Done in a Stitch class on Friday. It went really, really well. It was so fun. I hope people had fun. I always like worry. I almost wish here's what I should start doing, sending out a survey after Because I send an email to everyone after and just, give them a whole rundown, like, here's my Etsy, I do lessons, blah, blah, blah. Just saying thank you so much for supporting my small business, blah, blah, blah. But maybe I should start doing a survey because I really, really want like honest feedback. I really do. I feel like this is something that like not no one has ever done before, but it's different, especially in the Kansas City area. Like I don't know anyone else doing these types of classes where you're learning just like a couple stitches and we're trying to complete a project within the 2-hour time frame. Like in my class right now, we're making like a little mini pumpkin. But I would love to know like how people like really feel about it. You know what I mean? So I can like, pivot and, make it better. Yeah, I can see how I like it, see what they need help on. Exactly. Like, was it too hard? Like, was I going too fast? Did you prefer the classes to be smaller? You know what I mean? I cap it at 10, but that's kind of it can be a lot. You know what I mean? Any free stuffed animal patterns that you would recommend? What do you guys think, Sprinkles? What do we think about free stuffed animal patterns? Helena, I know the Wonder Crochet on Instagram, the Wonder Crochet, she puts out so many free patterns. She has a ton of free patterns. What else, you guys? Who else do you think would be good? Free stuffed animal patterns. Yeah, the Wonder Crochet has all kinds of free patterns on her Instagram, and she also has YouTube and which she talks about free patterns often. Oh, that you should look at her too, Helena. Look at the Wonder Crochet on YouTube. She has some videos that are like 20 free crochet patterns, and she talks about the crochet patterns and where to find them. So she would be a great one to subscribe to and follow. She not only gives out a lot of free patterns, but also can tell you where you can get free patterns too. So that would be a good one. Oh my gosh, like we're already at the hour. What else, you guys? Anything else? I'm so happy we had some new names in the chat today. Welcome, welcome. I'm so, so happy. We should be hitting our regularly scheduled programming next Thursday. Typically, I go live on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central Time. There's rare occasions where I have to pivot, but I really try to stick to that Thursday schedule. But thank you for my OGs, my OG sprinkles. Thank you so much for being so flexible. I'm sorry I had to move it and then change the time on you guys. You guys are so patient and just grace filled, and I appreciate you for that. Hooked by Blair. Welcome. I feel like this is a new name as well, you guys. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, Hooked by Blair. Oh my gosh, yes, Helena. It was great meeting you. Oh my gosh, so all my OG sprinkles. Helena, I thought she was like our OG Helena. So when I saw Helena's name popped up, I was like, "Oh, hey Helena, whatever." and it's like and not that Helena. It's a new Helena. It's her first time streaming today. So welcome. I felt like such a goober. Mariah, you have tons sitting down in Alabama. What do you mean, Mariah? I don't understand. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I like don't understand because I'll miss I'll miss a chat and then I totally am like lost. So I'm so sorry. Okay, so market recap, Taylor Swift pop-up market recap going live on Wednesday here on YouTube. I have a market happening Thursday night. So of course, like follow me on Instagram. I'll be sending like posts and updates about how that is going. Oh, Etsy has 15% off my patterns right now. So definitely check out my patterns on Etsy. Speaking of patterns, My sweet, sweet angel girl. I'm really hoping I can get the tester call out next week. That is my goal. Oh, she's so soft. She will have hair by then, hopefully. She could totally not have hair, by the way. Like, I'm not like, you can totally have an angel without hair. But I do want to have hair in the pattern in case people want hair. So, Hook by Blair, so excited to have you ever crocheted anchor or drift? You made your own pattern that looks like them. Oh, Blair, that's tough. Um, yeah, it's tough. When you're pattern designing, you're really trying to not Alabama Instagram, Mariah. I literally had no idea what you were saying. I'm sitting down in Alabama. I'm like, Mariah, I don't think you're from Alabama. Oh my gosh. We're losing it. We're losing it over here. Oh, it's like a smaller than Drift Hook by Blair. Oh my gosh. Well, that's so tough. Like, I know we all try to like stay in our own lanes and create our own unique projects. I mean, go with your gut. Obviously, if you're already like saying stuff like this, your heart is in the right place. You know what I mean? Like, if you're already thinking, you know, is this looking too much like somebody else's, or is it unique enough? Then it shows that you care, and it shows that it shows that you have a heart for the community and are trying to create something really unique. So, maybe there's like one or two things you can tweak. Maybe there's a different technique that you can tweak. Even just a little change can make a really big difference in the pattern, and it can be like your own style. But I know that that's tough for sure. And I'm like the slowest pattern designer in the world. Like it's hard for me to pattern design. Um, and that's a thing too. Like you want something unique, something that like no one has really ever seen, or at least something that is a totally different take or a different style that you haven't seen before. But it's tough. Ah, Mariah, tons of free patterns saved at Instagram. Okay, girl, we got you. That's awesome. Oh, Nikki, okay. I love that, Nikki. Good for you. Good for you. You need to take your time in your crochet because of your learning disability, but that won't stop me to learn new stuff. That's so cool, Nikki. I love that, Nikki. This space is all about like inspiration and support and encouragement. So thank you for sharing that. Hook by Blair, thank you for sharing your octopus. Oh my gosh. Is your pattern out right now, Hook by Blair? I want to go like check it out. Anyway, send it to me, Hook by Blair. If you're on Instagram, send it over to me and I'd love to see it. Okay, you guys, okay, yeah, Hook by Blair, send it over to me, please. Just send me like the link to your Etsy or something and I'd love to see it. Oh, you're not on Instagram? Okay, no problem. Can you send it to me through YouTube? Here, what is your Etsy? What's your Etsy? Send me a link. Send me a link right now. Okay, I've got to like get out of here. Send me a link. Go ahead and like throw it in the chat. Yeah, I have an Etsy shop. That's where all my patterns are right now. And my like that's where I sell primarily online. Is Etsy. That's where all my patterns are at. I technically have my own website, but I don't sell anything directly on my website. The website just links you out to Etsy. You can sign up for my classes on that website, but pretty yarn, cute. Okay, I'll have to look that up. Okay, I'm getting out of here and crocheting pumpkins until I fall asleep. It was so awesome meeting all of these new faces. Like, seriously, I'm so glad I got to meet you guys. If you have Instagram, definitely follow me, happiness handmade, or happiness underscore handmade KC. Patterns are 15% off on my Etsy right now. We'll likely be going live next week on Thursdays again. So hopefully you can make it. Ollie the octopus, I love it. But be on the lookout for that market recap video on Wednesday. And then, of course, I'll let you guys know how the Thursday market goes. I wish you all the best on everyone who has markets or Palm Street Lives or custom orders or anything that you have going on this weekend. And we will definitely chat next week. But love you all so much. I hope you have a great night. And we'll see you guys later. Bye.